Dear Diary. Well, we've picked up where we left off last year here at Banbridge Town, getting off to an absolute flyer. We backed up our opening day draw in the league with wins over Newry City, Halland and Wolf Welders, and Dergview. We also smashed Portadown in the League Cup in between those wins, so we've already beaten the two teams who were relegated from the Premiership. That form means we have a 3-point gap on top of the league, a dream start considering we were expected to just avoid a relegation battle and take a ton of confidence into this Banbridge derby. They are a fair way down the pyramid, so you'd like to think this should be a nice win for us. Hopefully that will be the case, even with some rotation. Until next time. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of FMOE here on Shaun Does FM with Banbridge Town. I hope you are doing well, and coming up today it is the first round of the Mid Ulster Cup, and for the first time we take on a team also from Banbridge Rangers. So if you are looking forward to this episode, then do remember to go down below, leave a thumbs up on the video, and if you haven't done so already and are enjoying this series here on the channel, also remember to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well. It is greatly appreciated. But as you would have seen from the diary intro, our form off the back of the first episode of the new season yesterday, if you missed that one, I'll leave a link to it in the top right corner, has been very, very good. So a little bit surprising. It does look like we've picked up where we left off at the end of last season, especially those two games right off the back of that draw against Anna United, a win against Newry City at home, and off the back of that, a very, very convincing 3-0 win in the second round of the League Cup against Portadown. Both of those teams did get relegated from the Premiership last season, so those were two big wins for us, and off the back of that, we also picked up wins over Halland and Wolf Welders. That one a little bit less surprising because we did beat them last year in one of the Cup competitions, and also just did enough there to beat Dergview as well. So we've got off to a pretty good start here in the championship. And as you saw by the intro, it does mean we are 3 points clear on top of the table. What I will say about the league this season, you play each of the teams 3 times before you do go into the championship relegation split. So that does mean it is a 33 game season before you go into that split, which means overall it's 38 games. It's still a long way to go this coming season in the championship, but early doors will put ourselves into a nice position to hopefully be making the top half split yet again. But today, as mentioned in the intro, we are taking on Banbridge Town as a Banbridge derby in the first round of the Mid Ulster Cup. They are a team who are down the pyramids here in Northern Ireland, not in one of the playable leagues in game. So you'd like to think this is going to be a game which we should be winning. They are a fellow half-star reputation club, fully amateur club as well. So with us being semi-professional, you'd like to think we'll be the better team in this one, especially on our current form in the championship. Interesting to see that they've got -1 social media followers. Maybe Twitter's broken in game like it's apparently going to do in real life. But I suppose the big talking point for us in terms of selection for this game is we are going to go for a full rotation for this League Cup game, with Banbridge Rangers being down the pyramid, so they are in a non-playable league here in Northern Ireland, and also the fact that this game is sandwiched in between 2 league fixtures. So I think it's a good chance for us here to give our rotation team a hit out, and hopefully they can do the job. So this is what a rotation team does look like these days. Odran Ferry is in this backup team, but apart from that, a lot of low knees. Also McLaughlin, he is a left winger that we did sign going into this season, and Eamon Fife is down in this team. He was the player that we did sign from Dundalk. Not a bad start to the season, but in terms of striking options, Jay McDowell has just worked his way into that first team because he has been so good and looks so promising, the 17-year-old on loan from Linfield. So he is now partnering Stephen McKevitt in that first team. So that means that Eamon Fife does drop down here to this backup team, but should still be a team, hopefully, that can get the job done here over an outfit like Banbridge Rangers, especially, as I said, off the back of our recent league form, and hopefully we can keep an undefeated start to the season going here in the first round of this Mid Ulster Cup, and we'll come back shortly and get into the action from Crystal Park for the Banbridge derby. And only a few seconds into this game, we do get a highlight. Rangers are in the blue with the white shorts. We are in the predominantly red uniform, and McLaughlin there does get the ball. Going to be interesting to see how we do break down this outfit. They are playing 5 at the back, 2 defensive midfielders, 2 wingers, and a striker. But an early chance there for Eamon Fife, and he will pick up his 2nd goal of the season. So it turns out it is not an issue at all that Rangers are going to play that quite defensive system, one I did see on stream last time with St Mirren on Saturday morning. But that's good work there. One of our McLaughlins, it's the striker this time, slots through Fife. He bumps that in the back of the net with a little bit of help from the underside of the crossbar, and we grab an early 1-0 lead. And just over 10 minutes into this game, we have our next highlight. It's a corner here, which is taken from the far side. Elliott heads that one away for Rangers, but then they give that ball to McLaughlin just outside the post. He plays that one back for Turley, on loan, of course, from Celtic. Decent effort there, but it just goes over the bar, and we still hold a 1-0 lead. And just coming up towards the half-hour mark now, we do our next highlight. We're starting off here with a goal kick to Rangers. At the moment, we are well and truly on top in this game. Hopefully, we can grab a cushion goal soon and hopefully start to put this game beyond doubt. And McLaughlin, lovely ball there for Turley, but unfortunately that finish a little bit weak. Pretty easy save there for Knox, and still 1-0, 30 minutes into this derby. And a few minutes off the back of that previous highlight, we are back down the end here, albeit this time it is for a throw-in to Rangers. They try and play a ball forward there, but Bleakley does win that one, and then McLaughlin does some good work there, does our left winger. We've got 2 McLaughlins in the team. We've also got one up front. The left winger is the one that we do own, but we play a ball forward there towards Duke, but Brown deals with that one safely. Fife will head that one forward, but unfortunately no one up there with him, and Banbridge Rovers do get a chance there to clear their lines, albeit we do get the ball back pretty comfortably there. We play a long ball forward and do end up with possession back. Nice ball over the top there for Eamon Fife, and that one was from Francis Turley, the man who is on loan from Celtic. And Fife grabs a double here in the first half, does the former Dundallah man, and that makes it 2-0 here, around about 10 minutes shy of half-time. And there is that cushion goal that we were looking for. Nice finish there, gets his leg up nice and high to drill that one into the bottom right corner. 2-0 Banbridge Town over Banbridge Rovers, about 5 minutes shy of half-time. And there is one more highlight here potentially before half-time. Sustek, a goalkeeper and on loan, will pump this one deep, and Fife is going to line this one up. He wrong foots the defender. The goalkeeper just stands still as that one finds the top right corner. He does a roly-poly and grabs a first half hat-trick. Does the former Dundallah man. Lovely ball forward there from Sustek in goal, and Fife wins that one. And here you can see just stands up as defender, and it's a lovely finish. Nothing the goalkeeper can do about that one. Doesn't even move, and we grab a 3-0 lead here, just shy of half-time in this derby, and we might have a chance here to make it 4-0. A throw-in here inside the box, and Fife gets pushed in the back, and that will give Chris McLaughlin here the chance to add to our tally right before half-time. So we are coming home here with a real wet sail in this first half. He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that makes it 4-0 here, just shy of half-time in this Banbridge derby. So it's turning out to be a bit of a one-sided affair. He holds his nerve, goes down the middle, and makes it 4-0 Banbridge Town, just shy of half-time. And it looks like that is going to be the score in the end. We really hit our gear there late in that first half. I'm very happy with how this one is going at the moment. No changes needed, and we'll come back shortly with second half action with a 4-0 lead. And only a couple of minutes into the second half, we start things off here with a goal kick to Banbridge Rangers. Our defence does not deal with that one initially. Duke here with a great chance, but thankfully, I think that was Bleakley there who did get a foot in, just diverts that wide of goal. So Sustek is caught out there a little bit, but thankfully Bleakley does get in the way, because it did look like that ball might be travelling past him at his near post, and that time it was Conway who heads that ball away. Rangers still on the attack, but thankfully we deal with that danger early in the second half, and it does remain a 4-goal buffer in our favour. And now we are down the other end here, trying to put some pressure yet again on Banbridge Rangers. We put a ball here into the mixer, looking for Fife. They deal with that one to Rangers. They play a long ball forward here, and Duke is going to win that one. So good work here early in the first half from him. He unleashes a shot very similar to the one that Fife scored from in the first half from the other side, but that time it comes off the post. So some early chances there for Rangers, and it remains 4-0, 10 minutes into the second half. And off the back of a couple of highlights where not much happened, a few chances for us, but from very tight angles, it was always unlikely we were going to score from those. But we do have a goal kick there, but Banbridge Rangers yet again do get on the front foot here in this second half. So at the moment, they have certainly looking like the more threatening team in this half, but we do still have that 4-goal buffer off the back of that good finish in that first half. Of McLaughlin there, another ball played forward from Sustek in goal. The defence there from Rangers is it complete 6s and 7s, something you see quite often in non-league type football here on FM23. That will be Sustek's second assist of the game. McLaughlin there just runs in behind two centre-backs who it looks like get a little bit confused as to who is marking our striker. He puts that one away and makes it 5-0, just shy of the hour mark. And with only a few minutes left in this one, both of our centre-backs have gone down to red hearts. No doubt that we are going to pick up a win here in this Banbridge derby, but Fury can come off for Peter Maguire. We don't have any other centre-back cover on the bench, but OG Gallagher, quite a tall player. He should do a decent job for us late here in this one at centre-back with just over 5 minutes remaining, as we do have a chance there. Fife does force a save out of their goalkeeper, but Knox there does go and claim that ball, and I think that's just a highlight coming off the back of that substitution. We'll see if anything else does come off the back of this one, but Bleakley does deal with that danger. We try and play a ball forward over for McLaughlin. It's a little bit to and fro there in the midfield, but Duke here is on the ball for Banbridge Rangers. We'll play that one for Carroll. Tries to find Thompson, but Brown will deal with that one for us, and we'll see if anything actually happens off the back of this highlight. But we are pretty close now to full time. That real late blitz that we did have there in that first half, taking us a long way towards winning this one. A shot there, I believe that was from Maguire, I think it was, but he puts it over the bar. We do have one more highlight here with a few minutes left in this one. It is a free kick for Banbridge Rangers. They do get a hit on the end of it. It just goes over the bar. I've had a few chances in the second half, but unfortunately just have not hit the target enough. Only one shot on target. And as I said, that late first half blitz does mean that we do pick up a win in this first Banbridge derby of the save. Fife with a first half hat-trick, and then McLaughlin with a goal from the penalty spot late in the first half, and that one in the second half. 2 assists as well for our goalkeeper, so a good effort from him, and we pick up in the end a very, very comfortable 5-0 win in the first round of the Mid Ulster Cup. So a very good win for us there in the first Banbridge derby of the save. We potentially could have came back for a more interesting game, but with it being the first Banbridge derby of the save in early season in the league, still a bit hard to tell exactly how some of our opposition do stack up on the league table. I think the season preview can be a little bit worthless at this level, this far down, and at semi-professional level things can change so often. I'm trying not to read too much into that one, so I thought the Banbridge derby might be a more interesting game. As it turns out, even with a rotation team, we have picked up a very comfortable 5-0 win, which does mean we are going through to the next round of the Mid Ulster Cup, and it is going to be a much tougher test for us in the quarterfinals of that competition. We take on a team from the Premiership, so if we keep up our current form, could be someone that we do play next season if we are still here at Banbridge Town, and that is Glenavon. Early doors, they are 5th up there in the Premiership, 1.5-star reputation club. They are also semi-professional, so a bit different to Larne, who we took on last season, who were a fully professional outfit, but certainly a team who will go into that game as favourites, and they have started the season off decently there up in the top division. But that will do it for today's episode. Obviously continuing a good start here to the season 2 at Banbridge Town with that 5-0 win over Rangers in the Mid Ulster Cup, and of course we are on top of the league as well. If you did enjoy today's episode, then do remember to go down below, leave a thumbs up on the video, and if you haven't done so already and are enjoying the series here on the channel, also remember to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well. I think the next time that you see us, we might come back for that quarterfinal in the Mid Ulster Cup. By then we will have played a few more league games, and I can start to see the teams who might make interesting matchups in the future for this series this coming season. By the time that we play a few more games in the league, I think the pecking order should be sorted out a little bit more, and it will be interesting to see how we do get on a team from up in the Premiership. So we'll come back next time and play Glenavon in a Mid Ulster Cup quarter-final and hopefully still be up there near the top of the league. So until tomorrow for that quarter-final taking on Glenavon from the Premiership, thank you very much for watching. Keep on keeping on, and I'll see you then. Cheers.